stated that this is what humans do. We use up the resources, wipe out populations, and destroy ecosystems, all in the name of survival. Now, this book has been adapted to the screen 4 times. 1950.
The original was the best.
Yeah. 1978. We all know that one well with Donald Sutherland and, the creepy screaming. Yeah.
But
1990.
Everyone knows that version.
Yeah, you know it. The original was good also, though. It really was.
But I think that one to me is scarier. I think
because of the time, maybe because of the time period.
Well, also, but to me, I don't know. The classic horror movies, when they're in black and white, to me are scary.
I think so too. Well, they're relying on their acting and the music too, and the storytelling, and that had to be great to be in the top. So the most recent one they did was in 2007. Of course, you got CGI and all the magic stuff going on. So I agree with you. The classics they're classics for a reason.
Yes. So, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But yes, the 1978 version was very well done too.
But in two of the unlike two of the adaptations, the novel has an optimistic ending, unlike two of the movies. So interesting on that, they did change it. So
yes, yeah, they do. Yeah. I guess I'm trying to.
I think it's because they, put it in there so it's not so predictable, maybe.
Right, and I think as well, the book kind of wanted you, it was really pushing to give you that sense that there could be a future, whereas, the movies are always going to go for that shock effect.
Oh, sure. And I think because of that time period, too, I think they kind of frowned upon the bad endings, you know what I'm saying? They would rather have you have that, happy, optimistic ending.
That's really true.
1950s, that was, so family-oriented and, community and all that stuff. So I think they would have wanted a happy ending to that. Yeah, interesting that two of them did not, but I love the 78 version, absolutely.
Yes.
And I don't know anybody who hasn't seen it.
I don't know anybody who hasn't seen it either, and, more people have seen that than the original.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think you're right, but I recommend the original. If you haven't seen it, do so.
I do too, because, once they see the 1978 version, they'll say, oh, it's going to be better than the 1950s version.
Exactly.
6 one way, half a dozen the other. They're two totally separate movies.
Exactly. Yep.
Two totally different movies, really.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen it, please do so. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at it.
I agree. I agree. The acting in the original was pretty darn good.
Yeah, very good. So yes, guys, I actually recommend read it too. Please read it. Excellent book. The next one I'm going to do, we're going to talk about is the Island of Dr. Moreau.
Dr. Moreau.
Yes.
Yep.
H.G. Wells, The Island of Dr. Moreau, which I thought was, the movies were good. The book was good. I do have it. It was published in 1896. And the text of the novel is narrated by Edward Pendrick. by a ship. He was a shipwrecked man. He was rescued by a passing boat and left on the island, the home of Dr. Moreau, who creates human-like hybrid beings from animals.
Yeah.
And he messes with a number of philosophical themes, including pain and cruelty, moral responsibility, and interference with nature. Should we really be doing that? So it really brought up some questions, moral questions. So I thought the book was good. The movie was really good. What did you think, Lori?
I thought it was pretty terrifying, especially being written that long ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought it was terrifying. Just terrifying is the word to know that someone that long ago could be seen like almost prophetic, to be seeing some of the things that could be going on in the future. We're talking about maybe cloning and
right.
all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And then the movie, are we talking Marlon Brando movie? Is that the one we're talking about?
Oh, I was thinking of the one before that, actually. But yeah, that's a good example, too.
You're talking about the remake. You're talking about the one before that.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I saw the one before that. I saw the one with Marlon Brando.
Uh-huh.
He played the doctor in that one, I believe.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was good.
Was terrifying.
Yeah. It is terrifying to think that, this could possibly happen. And it dealt with all these issues, so who are we to do that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's a good thing as far as that goes. We shouldn't be playing, playing God, so to speak. Of course, other people might think so. I don't know.
Because I think it's almost like Russian roulette, because you don't know what you're going to come up with.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. And that whole concept of the kind of, let's cross an animal with a human. Can you imagine, some of the things that we could they could come up with?
That's horrifying to think about. It really is. Look what they came up with in the movie. That was bad enough. So
yes.
So and the pain and cruelty that they went through. So yeah, but read it if you had not read it. Excellent book. Excellent book.
And at least when you were when you read it and you used your imagination, I think that was more terrifying than what you actually saw.
Yeah, our mind can really make up some monsters. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Okay.